I suppose you all know that we're here tonight to recognize the individuals and the organizations who are living out the golden rule in their daily lives and interactions. To assist in handing out the awards tonight, Brent Jameson, chair of the Golden Rule Awards Banquet Committee, and Anita Rangaswamy, who is a part of the organization's board as a secretary. We begin the awards portion of the evening by highlighting a project that teaches youth how to be men and women for others by doing their part to end social injustice. Please turn your attention to the screens to hear more about their story.
The Arrupe Project is now in its 6th year at St. Francis and is named in honor of former Superior General of the Jesuits, Pedro Arrupe. The goal of this service learning unit is to empower students to become men and women for others through faith, service, and justice as they demonstrate our student learning expectation of being committed to doing justice.
The Arrupe Project is when the 7th and 8th graders, they do discernment and they pick a charity. And then for that charity, they have to plan an event or do the Arrupe Marketplace.
And the way you earn money is by making handcrafted items. So, and in this case, I made hand-painted note cards that I sold at both here at school and at the parish on Sunday.
And when you're selling the products, our school has the Arrupe Marketplace, which is where there's a bunch of different stations around the courtyard. And you can go around and buy whatever products you like.
And in 8th grade, you host a fundraiser to raise money for the organization.
And then we do an event for the charity to raise money. And then afterward, we go to the store and we buy the items that we earned from our event. And then we donate all the items and deliver it to the charity.
And our school motto is for kids for others, to become kids for others. And so the Arrupe Project was a way for our students to live that out.
This year I chose to help domestic violence victims.
I used to pass by a really bad neighborhood to come to school. And I just used to see like really poor people and how they just needed help, and I really wanted to help them and stuff. I like to help others. And I think by helping others, you serve God.
What we really wanted our students to do was to really live and experience what it means to being committed to doing justice and to be a kid for others.
I related to it because it really made me realize how grateful I am for everything that I have, and that so many people aren't as fortunate as I am, but I can make a difference in some of their lives.
You know, we fine-tune the project every year based on the needs of our students and kind of where they're at developmentally. But I think the biggest piece of it is, for us, the difficulties come in helping the students learn how to deal with difficulties. And I think that's one of the best things about this project is you'll hear parents and kids say, I learned how much I could do. I learned what do you do when things don't work out for me? How do I have grit? How do I have perseverance? How do I make things work when they don't go right? Because in any kind of fundraising, you know, sometimes it doesn't work out for you. You know, sometimes you might lose money on a fundraiser. And so I think for us, it was very important from the get-go that everybody understood this is not about money and it's not about a competition. It's really about your journey and what you're putting into it.
What I love about this project is it allows for other kids that maybe wouldn't shine in the classroom to be able to shine and feel that strong sense of pride in what they're doing. What they really take to heart is after they deliver their items to each organization. I think they're finally able to see firsthand people that are affected by these social justice issues that they have felt called to help. And I just love when they come back to me and they're like, Miss McKone, you know, I had no idea that, you know, people my age were homeless on the street, and I brought them food and we got to eat with them, and they realize how fortunate they are.
When I walked in and delivered those items, you could just tell in their faces how grateful they were, and that was just a really gratifying experience.
I had to make the products, start with something basic, and then make all the products, And then when I finally made all the products, had to sell them at the Arrupe marketplace, which was an amazing experience. Then I had to use that money to buy the items for my charity, which was Assistance League of Phoenix. They have 4 charities under their umbrella, and the one I chose was Operation School Bell, which helps kids who can't afford school clothes to go to school. And I bought a whole bunch of school clothes and donated to them. But it was a great experience and one that I'll never forget.
I felt like it helped me realize that there are people in need in our community, and all we have to do is reach out and help them. And then by doing this, we can make a difference in the world. We can be more than ourselves and impact the world in ways we never thought possible.
When your neighbors ask you, how was the banquet last night? That's one of the stories that you can tell them, and there are a lot more coming up. Here to receive the award on behalf of St. Francis Xavier Jesuit Catholic School Arrupe Project are 2 of the students from the project itself, Max Tiffany and Caroline Callahan.
Good evening. My name is Caroline Callahan.
And I'm Max Tiffany. We're here to represent all the students of St. Francis Xavier Jesuit Catholic School who have participated in the Arrupe Project over the last 7 years.
The Arrupe Project has helped us live out our school motto, to be kids for others. We are truly grateful to the Arizona Interfaith movement for this recognition.
On behalf of our pastor, Father Dan Sullivan, the Arrupe Project team, our grant donor, Mr. and Mrs. James D. Howard, and the 7th and 8th grade students of St. Francis Xavier School, thank you so much for this award.